On good days, pray. On bad days, pray. Every day, pray. We're called to pray. And many people confuse what prayer is because you've been taught that prayer is having a conversation with God. Yeah, that's part of prayer. But if you read Matthew chapter 6, Jesus says, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut the door, pray to your Father who is in the secret place. And when your Father who sees you in secret, he will reward you openly. When Jesus taught prayer, notice what happens. He says, go into a room, pray to the Father who is in the secret place. He taught prayer. Prayer one-on-one is right there. You know when you are praying. Please listen here. Listen to this. Listen clearly. You know you are praying when you are in the presence of God. That is prayer. Prayer is prayer when you know and you are aware that you are in God's presence. What did Jesus say in Matthew 6? He says, pray to your Father who is in the secret place. Go into your room. When you have shut the door, pray to the Father who is in the secret place. Prayer is much more than talking. It's much more than making a request. That's part of prayer. Conversating with God is part of prayer. But prayer is much more deeper. Prayer is the vehicle by which we use to be and enter into the presence of God. Prayer is prayer when we acknowledge the presence of God. Prayer is prayer when we know that we are in God's presence. So you know you are praying when you are in the presence of God. Are you cognizant? Are you aware of God's presence in your life? That's prayer. So pray. I don't know who it is that I need to speak to today. Those of you who are watching this video, it's time that you dwell in God's presence. Because when you dwell in God's presence, you find safety. When you dwell in God's presence, you find freedom. When you dwell in God's presence, you find peace. Worry cannot dwell in God's presence because the presence of God brings peace and freedom. So today, if you're here watching me and you're having a hard time praying, don't think that prayer is just you talking to God. Remember that prayer is about you being with God. Prayer is being with God, not just talking to God. Share this with a friend, like this video, share this video, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing how you share your testimonies of what it's like being and dwelling in the presence of God.